Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards and just talk a little bit about each, because this is one of my oldest and favorite deck with some seriously beautiful and peaceful messages. I love them, and this was pretty much my day as well. I created a schedule that I knew was going to be beyond my norm, and it was going to be physically taxing and pretty wild because we had a pretty industrious day where from about 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, I had to straight through sand, some deck boards, floorboards, tillers, and other things for this little boat that we were trying to finish up. And I love working in the sun, yet I hadn't done this in such a long time. So this was the course that I knew I had to take, slow and steady, and just, watch my pain threshold back and everything, because when you're not used to certain physical activity and then all of a sudden you're just doing it from, 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 at night, there's going to be a little ramifications if you don't look after yourself. But something then through that beautiful happened, just like in the coming to life. There's now a beautifully sanded and varnished deck and floorboards and tiller and area on the boat. And all of us have this, right? We have something that we know we should attempt or accomplish. But the way to always go about it is slow and steady, deep breaths, feeling calm and unbothered, undistracted, but with a healthy enough detachment from the outcome, right? So we don't prioritize all the little nitpicky things that add into perfectionism. We just let things occur. We just let them become as they're meant to be, and then slowly watch things come to life while celebrating the progress that we're making with that, which I love. Now, this was another part of what was taking place for me today as well. Spirit of place. My husband's business is set on this beautiful wooded back lot, gorgeous. And I noticed the closer you step off the pavement and you go near the forest floor, it was like 10 degrees cooler, and you could smell pine and flowers and leaves and earth. And there was a spirit of this place because there were also birds there that nested in the building, and they were funny, tricky little critters. Like they wanted to fly into their little hole, but they wanted to do it unobserved. So we'd act all sly, like, oh, nothing to see here, we're just standing over here, and then they disappear in the little hole. They'd come back out. But bird song all day long, beautiful bird song. So do you have a place that holds spirit and wisdom and magic and peacefulness to you? For a lot of people, it's the beach. For a lot of people, it can be wherever they are, if they just close their eyes or they look at the sky or they look out into a lake, ocean, forest, whatever it is. There is always a spirit of place that you can feel. Everything has an energy, and what kind of vibe does it emit to you? And are you going to the places that emit that beautiful vibration for you? Now, I love the details. And this is about the little things that we need to kind of cross off our everyday list. It can be everything from self-care. Are you looking after your oral hygiene? Is your hair becoming a crazy rat's nest? Are you brushing it? Are the animals fed, right? Is there gas in our tank? Where is the allergy medicine? Where is the SPF 5000? Where is, this summer gear? All of this, little details. And I feel like the more that we get things in order, like perhaps the day or night before for the next day, we're setting ourselves up for success. I usually make sure that I actually got this crazy thing, and it is a dream. So you've probably seen a lot of this in IG, and it's called a purse organizer. It looks almost like it's made out of like a foam, and it's a little compartmentalized. It almost looks like a rectangle, and you can have makeup in one section, glasses in another, and you just slide it into your duffel bag. I like totes of different sorts, so I can put everything and the kitchen sink in it. And this organizer, I can find my glasses right away, I can find paperwork right away, I can find lip gloss right away, I can find a deck of cards right away. So I organize all my stuff. If I know I'm going out, like I'm going to help again tomorrow, I make sure everything's packed the night before. I have my clothes laid out, showered the night before, so I can get up and spring into action. Those are all the little details that I'd rather not take care of when I'm drowsy in the morning, yet when I have the energy at night, I will do. So what are some details you can take care of the day prior so you can wake up and go out in a peaceful, in a peaceful way. Now, I love these two together because I feel like we arrive there when we have some of this. I am a totally solitary creature. I love people and I can be very social, but I have to say, probably 80% of my time is spent alone in study, working, doing readings, walking. I love to be alone. I like my own company. It's very peaceful. I can experience life a different way, a little richer and deeper without distractions when I'm alone. And I feel like sometimes the older we get, the more we kind of really like our own company. We can do our own thing and take it easy. And also being an empath, it's difficult sometimes to share space for long periods of time with other people, especially if it's a lot of people. So are you spending some solitary time to assess, maybe where you're at and what you're really seeing, thinking, and feeling, and maybe why you want the things you want and what certain things are motivating you and why? That's the big kind of question, right? A lot of times if I want something, I'll ask myself, why do I want that? Is it really important? Is it an impulsive move where I just think I want to acquire something, which doesn't do me any good? So if that is the case, I'll put it off. Like, I put things in baskets on Amazon. I don't want to do a pay now because oftentimes like it's very addictive and we just start buying crazy things, especially like I'm so into like holistic lotions and potions and stuff like that. Makeup is another thing that it's like fun to just acquire. So, really what is my motivation? And I spend time in solitude to assess that for myself. Now, the Golden Palace to me is the arrival of a mind state. The ideal mind state for me is really peaceful, unhurried, very restful, observant, completely present moment aware. And I do this in little ways. Like I'm like, what temperature do I feel? Like ask yourself that right now. Do you feel cool? Or is the AC blasting on you? Do you feel warm? Are you out in the sun going for a walk? What does your body feel in all different areas? Now think internally, how does it feel? Is your heartbeat slow and restful? Or is it racing due to a different pace? How do your eyes feel? Do you see things very clearly right now? Are there allergens in the air? What is the taste that's in your mouth? Is it a sip of orange juice that you just have? Is it toothpaste that you've just used? That sort of thing. I love pulling back into my body and recognizing what I taste, what I see, what I smell, what I feel, and what I hear. I like to check in with my senses. That's also great if, we're getting a little attention deficit coming in. It's like, whoa, well, what am I seeing? What am I hearing? No more rushing, because the Golden Palace is really the place, to me, in our mind where we are our most peaceful, we're our most balanced, observant, fair, and just, where we're in flow state. I love that. I feel like we approach life in a different way. And I'm going to end on this because I love this. Gentle gardener. Let's tend to what we want. Okay, what do we want to occur? So this is really like an intention field. What seeds are you planting? What seeds of intention are you planting? And why do you want these certain things to come about? Really, really take a look, because it may change day to day and it may actually change hour to hour. A lot of times what we thought was so urgent and necessary the day before really has little, it warrants little attention today. It's very bizarre, right? We are creatures of comfort, and we are also a lot of times in a constant state of wanting or wishing or reaching or chasing. It is our natural inclination to want change, but instead of like that chasing and wanting, that's ego state, I like to go into soul state, which is curious. What is this day going to bring? What is this relationship going to bring? What is this person going to be like I'm going to meet today? What things can I create with, out of my bare hands? Like I just finished, sitting right next to it, I was just watching the Vikings, and I always, when I watch things that are nautical, I want to make things that are made out of pearls. So I made this really multi-layered piece with abalone, a couple pieces of flat amethyst, and I just love white in the summer. I love white pearls. I love shell and that sort of thing. That was the gentle gardener that I was able to provide for myself. I love beading, and I love working in peaceful, beautiful, sedate colors that are restful or pure in the evening, and it helps me wind down. So what can you do for yourself that cultivates calm and just a really restful peace of mind? Where you take a deep breath, you allow yourself to breathe, you allow yourself to slow down, have a little victory lap in your mind for what you accomplished today or yesterday or at any given time. And say something nice aloud to yourself. I love how generous you are. I love how gifted you are. Whatever it is, say something lovely to yourself. How motivated you are. And begin with that, because when we begin our day with gratitude, that's everything. We've taken the first brilliant step, and what is the day going to bring? So set yourself up for a couple little victories today. So if I do this, I'm going to reward myself with this. Give yourself things to look forward to. I mean, it only takes, for me, like some kind of fantastic coffee. I love that. Or maybe a couple strands of beads so I can make something. Provide yourself with little curiosities and little rewards throughout the day so you can take these nice baby steps to get to the places you want to do and achieve the things you want to achieve. Gentle gardening. I really love that. So that is what you should hear today, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yesterday, I didn't even know that I didn't load till like late afternoon because I was doing so much painting and running around that I was like, oh, I don't even think I uploaded. So I will remember to do this bright and early for you guys, especially you, Cheryl, because I know you say you like to wake up to something positive and you're such a dear heart. So love and light to you guys. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you're new. And if you want a private read, just come on over to my IG and DM me at Sparkrist11. It's right on the thumbnail. Thank you guys. Have a great day.